Hi guys, Darth Deuce is back again with another video. Again with another video response to JCC2224's if you could only keep 5 Transformers toys from your collection, which 5 would you keep? I did a video response to his Clone Trooper one of the same theme, which was uploaded just previously, so if you want to watch that, go watch that. More importantly, if you haven't already watched JCC224's videos on these topics, then go to his channel and watch them if you haven't already. Amazing toy YouTuber, like I said before, one of my absolute favorites. Link to his channel will be down in the down in the description below. I can't talk. Down in the description below. Go check him out for real if you don't already follow him. 100%. Excellent content. But again, I thought this would be a fun topic to discuss and to do a video response for, to keep the discussion going. Because Transformers are a big part of my life. They're probably my second favorite franchise. And I love Transformers. They're awesome. So keeping only 5 would be really tough. But in front of you here is the first one I would keep, and it is Armada Starscream. And this is the very first Transformers toy I ever owned. Alongside Armada Red Alert, who unfortunately is in a lot worse shape, which is why he's not on the list. But yeah, this is actually my childhood Armada Starscream. I grew up with Armada. Armada is what brought me into the larger world of Transformers, where obviously people grew up with G1. You know, Peter Cullen was there on his prime. Gary Chalk was mine, and David K was my Megatron back in the day. So I have a great sentimental value for this figure, which is why it's the one I would absolutely keep. But also the fact that I was able to somehow keep it pretty much all together for 2 decades, or nearly 2 decades. Aside from yellowing a bit and being a bit dirty, like he has both of his missiles, he's got his sword all intact. He's got Swindle, who's a little damaged but still intact. The electronics work, like, it's crazy. I don't know if you can hear that, but the electronics still work in this thing, and this thing is old. Of course, he's not the funnest action figure. His posability is really limited. You can't do much with him pose-wise. He was fun, though. Transformation's simple, but they're accurate to what's in the show. And he's got the awesome little smirk on his face and everything. It's a cool figure, but yeah, pretty much just sentimental reasons. The very first Transformer I ever owned. And in some ways, it's the very first figure that got me into collecting in general, although obviously when I was a kid I wasn't worried about like collecting toys that much as I was just getting cool toys, of course. But that's the first one that we'll talk about. We'll put him back there. Next one, I wanted to have a figure that represented the live action movies, because I really like the live action movies. I know there's some people who hate them, but for all their flaws, I take them flaws and all. I grew up with them. They're another big reason why I like Transformers as much as I do. And yeah, this is probably the nicest movie figure that I have, and it is actually a third-party figure. It is Unique Toys Challenger, Battle Damage Edition. He's got some extra weathering than the first figure they did. But yeah, this is an absolutely amazing figure. Super paint apps, excellent sculpt and detail, great articulation, good accessories, and the fact this guy transforms into a truck is nothing short of black magic. This guy is like no kibble in robot mode, but somehow turns into a really good looking truck mode. Transformation, I can't say is the funnest, because I'd honestly have to look at a video to know how to transform. I transformed like once, and I can't remember. There's a lot of steps, but the transformation is not that bad even, honestly. I just can't remember it. But yeah, this thing's super cool. If I could only have like one live action movie figure, transformable live action movie figure, this one would be it. This thing is super, super awesome. And I just really like the night look for Optimus. I know some people don't, but I like it. Next up, we have Mp36 Megatron. Or more specifically, in this case, this is Infinite Transformations Emperor of Destruction, third-party knockoff figure, which is basically a figure that it's about 90% of the same quality as the official at about a fraction of the price. And he also has some nice little features, like he's got this back plate that cleans up the back. Excuse him, he's a bit dusty. I haven't touched this figure in a long time, honestly. And the fact that he has some parts like around the neck and the wrists and a couple of the hinge parts in the back are yellowing, and he's never been exposed to direct sunlight. So obviously there's some plastic issues there, but you know, overall, like for the price I paid, like this thing is like the ideal G1 Megatron. And if I could only have one Megatron in my collection, it would definitely be this one. You know, he's got a ton of accessories, great articulation, you know, looks the part. The alternate mode's really cool, although I never transform him because it's pretty intricate and not overly fun to do. But yeah, it's just super, super awesome. And Optimus Prime has to have a companion piece, which you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. Where do I want to put Megatron? Oh my god. You'll go right there, I guess, because I need to make room for a big figure, which is coming right now. So the next one I want to talk about, which I probably won't even be able to fit on my camera, it is Unicron. This is the, I don't know what it was, 25th anniversary of the original movie, Unicron, where they took the Armada figure, repainted it in G1 colors, and they remolded the head. And I think they might have remolded the shoulder pads to make it more G1 accurate. And yeah, I absolutely love this figure. Back when I was still really young and Armada was still like airing, and that first Unicron figure came out, it was like my most wanted figure, and I never got it. And then it was my most wanted figure for years. I always wanted the Armada Unicron. And then eventually this guy became available. I think it was an Amazon exclusive or something, but at least in Canada, he was available in store at Toys R Us. And I got it for Christmas one year for my parents, and it's just still like one of my absolute favorite things I own. Like, he's not in as great a shape. He's in pretty good shape. He's still complete. Does have some issues. The more rubbery, soft plastic parts, unfortunately, at this color, they've got a lighter, or they're a lighter color than the actual orange it should be, which is unlucky. I don't even know how that happened because I don't think I ever display this guy in direct sunlight. But anyways, all the electronics still work, and I like them. You know, he's got the blinking eyes. You can light up his hand. He comes with a little Unicron, the big chest cannon, and the missiles on the legs, and even the planet mode is quite well done, and the articulation is good, especially for such an old mold. And he's big. You know, he's not as big as Titan Class, but he's pretty big and hefty. Just such a super awesome figure. With sentimental value as well as just being super awesome. So 100% I'd be keeping him if I can only keep 5. But that leaves us with one last Transformer. And this one wasn't too hard to pick out. It is the third-party Transform Element OP Leader, aka Masterpiece Scale G1 Optimus Prime. Yeah, I mean, Optimus Prime, if you're not already familiar, he's my favorite Transformers character ever, #1 across the board. I love Optimus Prime, and in my collection of the figures that I own, this is the best G1 representation, my ideal representation of Optimus Prime in figure form. I think this looks better than the official Masterpiece. It was definitely cheaper. The transformation's not too bad, although again I can't remember off the top of my head because I only did it like once. But it looks absolutely amazing, great articulation. Both modes look superb, and this is so far the only figure where I bothered to actually buy the repo labels for and fully label them out. The only other repo labels I've ever done are like insignia symbols for like Megatron here, but Optimus, I went all out. I got his full repo label set and the repo labeled them all out, and I think he looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, this guy is just super, super awesome. If I could only have one figure to represent my entire love of Transformers, it would be this figure ultimately, which, yeah, absolutely love it. Anyways, that is pretty much it. That's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what your guys is, if there's only like what your one Transformers figure would be that you would keep. Of course, 100% shout out to JCC2224. Go check out his channel. Go watch his video. You should go watch his video first before you can watch his video, honestly. But yeah, go see his channel. Again, link in the description to his channel. I cannot stress enough to go check him out. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.